welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa and you're watching Growing on Vancouver Island. If you're new here, I do videos about gardening, fairy gardens, DIY crafts using flowers and other garden items. And if this is something that interests you, you may want to stick around and see what else is going on this channel. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a massive thrift haul that is all related to gardening. Most of it is fairy garden related, with a few other items thrown in. So let me share with you all of the fun things I found for my fairy garden. I had to start this video off with my absolute favorite find from all of my thrifting. This haul you're going to see is from about 4 separate shopping trips to 4 different thrift stores, but this is definitely my favorite piece. It is so cute. It's got like a little bear on there, some insects, and like a mushroom at the top. It's such a cute little scene. Little flowers around the side, but you have not seen the best part of it yet. Let me turn it on for you. This, I'm not sure if it's a clock, but it makes noise. Let me show you. Such a cute little piece, and there's even a little fairy or two on there playing with some strawberries that they've harvested. So cute. I'm definitely going to be using this in some fairy garden arrangements, but I have to be careful and make sure it is well protected because I want to keep this piece forever. It was definitely expensive. $9.99 for me is a lot to spend on fairy garden stuff, but I definitely think it was worth it. It is so cute and probably worth a lot more than $9.99. The next piece I have to share with you is this absolutely adorable Christmas house. It is so cute. It's got some little characters at the bottom and you can see a little snow scene. Lots of detail on this house. I'm going to just flip it around a little bit. You can see a little window and a Christmas tree. And even on the back side of the house, it's fully decorated. And this was actually a pretty good deal. I'm pretty happy with the price on this one. It was $2.99, which I think is awesome for this piece. It's sort of a medium-sized fairy garden piece. Not huge, not tiny, and very heavy duty, and a lot of detail went into crafting this piece. So I think that was a pretty awesome find. And this piece is super fun. When I saw it, this was actually in the candle section of the thrift store, but these little stars and moons and camels all around this piece, and this moon at the top, this totally gives me kind of wizarding vibes. Wizarding, Halloween, magical vibes. I haven't decided if this is going to go in my secret garden as a decorative piece or if it's going to go in my fairy garden. I have tons of ideas for this piece. It's probably going to make multiple appearances in videos. And I could actually see Professor Sprout if you watched my magic mushroom video. You know, Professor Sprout. I could see him getting in on this structure and doing some magical things with it. So this piece was not very expensive, $2.50, which I think is an awesome price. It's kind of made of like a porcelain material. Very cool piece, super fun. This next piece I also found in the candle section, and I'm definitely not using it as is. There will never be any candles in here and it will never be lit once I've used it. So let's just take the candle out, but it did come with a candle. And I have fairy garden ideas for this. If you can see, this metal has all kinds of little detail work. There's hummingbirds and little flowers in it going all the way up this little metal structure. I think this would be super fun to create a little miniature fairy garden in this little cup. So you could have like a tiny like little succulent or something, maybe even like cacti, with some of my little pieces from my Amazon fairy garden kit that are so tiny. I think I could make something super fun with this. possibly even a ladder coming down from here, or maybe like a slide off of the little saucer where the garden's going to be located. I think it's going to be so fun. Or maybe even something else, maybe even wishing well kind of vibes. I could definitely do something fun with this piece. And it wasn't too expensive. It was $2.50. Not a bad price for a fun little unique piece. This next piece I could do many things with. It's kind of a terracotta material. It's kind of medium to large size. It's got lots of details. There's a sun on here. Both sides, actually, all sides have suns on them. And when I first saw this piece, again, it was in the candle section, and I was getting kind of birdhouse vibes. Like, I was wondering if I could hang this from maybe my cherry tree, and would the birds actually make a nest in here? I think that would be super fun. I've also been thinking of painting it. It's got so much detail in it. I think it would be super cool if it was painted, like maybe bright reds, yellows, and oranges. I'm not really sure. Let me know in the comments below if you think I should paint this or just leave it as is. So I could put this in my cherry tree for the birds, or I could even use this in fairy gardens, or even in my secret garden as a different structure. So let me know what you think I should do with it. I could do so many different things with it. Should it be a bird house, nester, feeder? Should it go in my secret garden? Should I use it in fairy gardens? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. It was $2 this piece, which is a pretty good price. It's a pretty large size, actually, and so fun and decorative. This next piece was a little bit pricey for what he is, but I think he's worth it. He is super cute, and such detail on this little owl. I have him definitely planned into some of my fall fairy garden arrangements, maybe even just some garden decoration. But he is the cutest little owl. And there's his backside. He's got a little top hat on. He was $2.99, which is a little bit expensive for what he is, but I think he's adorable. This next piece is a teacup and saucer with some gorgeous pansies on it. Now, although I am an absolute tea addict, I drink tea every single day, sometimes up to 4 or 5 glasses or mugs of tea a day. I don't typically drink it from teacups. I have different mugs that I drink my tea from, but I bought this specifically for making a teacup-inspired fairy garden, or multiple teacup-inspired fairy gardens. I absolutely love the pansies on it. The one thing that shocked me when I bought this was the price. So the original price on here was $8, which I think is absolutely absurd for a little teacup and saucer. However, I've noticed at all of our local thrift stores that seems to be the going price. I didn't pay $8 for this. It was on sale for 50% off, so I paid $4, which is still pretty expensive for what this is, but I really wanted a teacup and saucer, and this one is actually gorgeous. So I think it was worth it. I probably won't spend that much again on this type of thing, but it is for future fairy gardens. So it was worth my $4. And here's the next item I found. This guy is absolutely adorable. We've got a little frog, and he is reading a book, smoking a pipe, and he's just chilling out under the street lamp. He's made of like a porcelain glazed material, and it seems pretty high quality. I love the colors in the statue that we've got here. There's the back side of him. Very well done, very well made. And he was $1.50, which I think is an awesome price. He's not super small. I would say he's kind of medium size. So $1.50 was a really, really good price for him. And he could be in my fairy garden, or he may end up in my secret garden. I haven't decided. This is the next item I found at a local thrift store. And you might think, a candle again. And it was in the candle section. But I have definite plans for this tree candle holder. I picture this as 3 little interconnected fairy gardens, one in each of these little containers here. And yes, there are candles in them, and no, I won't be lighting the candles. I will never light a candle. But I think these will be super cute. Once again, I have a couple kits I bought on Amazon that are super, super miniature, like the most miniature fairy garden stuff I've ever seen. And I think they'll be perfect for these little tiny micro containers where I can create little micro fairy gardens. I think it's going to be so cool. And I think the tree is just all the vibes. I love the tree. So I can do Easter displays with this, Christmas displays, all kinds of different displays. So I'm so excited. And this piece was $3, which I think was actually a pretty good deal for this really cool, unique item. And here we have a little unicorn, just a cute little unicorn made of porcelain. She's not glazed, so I'm gonna have to be careful. I'll either need to Mod Podge this item or just be careful about the rainy situation in our area. She was not expensive, very high quality piece. She was $1. So I think that's super cool. Great price, really fun little item. And if you've watched my rainbow and unicorn fairy garden video, you know I love unicorns. So she will get put to good use in the garden. Next piece I bought, I actually almost didn't buy. It was at a local thrift store, and I went there one week, and then I saw it there. I didn't buy it, and I came back a few weeks later. It was still there and decided I needed to buy it. It's this cute little birdhouse set, but unfortunately, one of the birds had a casualty on the way home. It was supposed to be up here, but I'm going to have to glue the little bird back onto the fence. But that's okay. I have glue that should work. But it's this super cute little detailed bird scene. Got a little flower pot on the ground with some flowers spilling out and some climbing, maybe a climbing hydrangea or rose on the bird feeder. Little bird coming out of the house. And there's a lot of detail on this piece, front and back. Very cute. I think it's ceramic, and I do think it has like some kind of a glaze on it. And really, it was not very expensive. It was $3, and this is actually quite a large piece. So I think it was a pretty good deal for what it is. Very cute. Again, I'm not sure if this will be in my secret garden or in a fairy garden. Maybe I'll do it in both, but what a fun little find. This next piece was a little bit pricey for what he is, but he is super cute. And if you've watched many of my fairy garden or garden videos, you may realize apparently I have a thing for frogs. I don't know how that happened, but apparently I absolutely love frogs because I have a whole pile of frogs in my yard. Whether they're in my secret garden, my fairy garden, or even in my regular garden as larger decor, I have a lot of frog decor. I just find them super cute. So anyways, he's this little frog. He's laying on his back, and he was $2.99. Let's take off his price tag so you can see him better. He's just chilling out. I think he's going to end up in the secret garden. I'm pretty sure that's where he's going to go. Just a little guy. I think he was a little pricey, $2.99 for what he is, but he is cute. So there you have it. Next, we have a Christmas-inspired church, which I thought was very cute. It's got a little cross at the top and a little wreath on it. Let's turn it around. Lots of details. Snow on the top of the building. And some beautiful stained glass windows. And this church was $3.99, which I actually think was a pretty good deal. It is made of like a porcelain material. It's painted but not glazed, which is probably okay because I'm not going to take it outside when we're in the middle of winter when it's snowing and raining. This is going to be an inside piece for my house. It is either going to be just a piece of Christmas decor, or more likely it is going to end up in a fairy garden Christmas themed display. So look forward to those coming in December. Next item I have to share with you is this very cute house. It's kind of a little aged, which part of me loves and part of me wants to paint it because I think it might be even more vibrant with some more updated colors, I would say. It's got a lot of detail on it. This is some kind of climbing plant on the house. And we've got a back door and some windows and a nice little couple chimneys on the top and some detailing in the roof structure. Yeah, it's super cute. It's got a little bench even out at the front and some flowers coming out of a pot in the flower bed. But again, I'm not sure if I should paint it. This piece was super affordable. It's $1.50, which is a great deal. And let me know what you think in the comments. Would you leave this piece as is, or would you paint it to make it more vibrant and up to date? I'm really curious what you guys think. If you would like appreciate kind of the old world texture and colors, or would you update it and give it a fresh coat of paint and make it more, say modern, but a little more updated. So I would love to know your input. And here we have a super tiny piece, but super adorable. We've got this cute little white dog, white and gray dog with a little kitten. And the dog's got a lovely little collar of a heart or heart necklace. And this is a really cute piece. It's glazed and painted, so it will be well protected from weather, and it was kind of expensive for what it is. It was $3, which it's not very big, so I feel like it probably should have been half that price or even cheaper. But it was so adorable, and I actually did use a coupon on this. There's a few items I use a 20% off your whole purchase coupon, so it wasn't actually the price on the sticker, $2.99. But it was still expensive for what it is. But if you know my channel and you know anything about me, you know I love dogs and cats and four-legged creatures. So I couldn't resist this little figurine. And this piece is an old-fashioned key. Now, more than likely, this may not end up in a fairy garden. When I bought this, I actually had more visions of it going on my Christmas tree. Our Christmas tree that we have in our house is, I like to call it rustic glam themed. So the area where we live is kind of like rural suburbia. We have hundreds, if not thousands, of acres of land that is like protected sort of parkland, forest, and meadows right outside our subdivision. And we have a lot of bears that come into our neighborhood. So it gives me rural vibes, but we live in suburbia. So that's why I made our Christmas tree sort of a rustic glam, sort of goes with our surroundings. And it's gold and sort of brown colored themed. So I thought that this little key would kind of be the perfect little ornament for our tree. The last item I have to share with you is this super cute little bunny. He is just so adorable. I can picture him in some Easter displays, whether they are fairy garden related, regular garden related, or just Easter related. I think he's going to go so well in my Easter inspired displays. He is ceramic, not glazed, and he was $2.99, which I don't think is the worst price for what he is. He's very cute. So let me know in the comments down below, what was your favorite item in my haul? And I hope you are having a wonderful day wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next one.